Welcome to Fox Token Games, I'm Talon, and we're back with another X of Swords brick unboxing. I really liked this set, so I wanted to pick up another brick. I thought this would be a good time to show why you typically don't want to buy two bricks separate. If you buy two bricks at the same time, otherwise known as a case, you're guaranteed to get a whole lot of unique rares and super rares, but by doing it this way and buying bricks at different times from different places, I have no such guarantee, and there's a good chance that we might find a whole lot of duplicates in here. So we'll take a look. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Still looking to get a chase, but we'll see. I believe if you haven't seen my first part, we opened a brick there. I got a whole bunch of different tarot cards, a whole bunch of different swords. So hopefully we're going to see different varieties than those ones that I found last time. So let's just dig into it. Let's start off with this legacy card. Last time we got Banshee. I would still really love to see Apocalypse. That's one of my favorite sculpts in the game. So let's see who we get. We are looking at Unis the Untouchable. So we'll take a look. I haven't seen this card. Let's see. A little hard to see on my camera. I didn't exactly design it for as reflective as these legacy cards are. So he has expanded psionic fields, impervious super senses. Once per action, when an opposing character would be moved or placed into a square with Unis the Untouchable's range, they must roll a 1 to 3, or that character can't move. Okay. He also has knockback, telekinesis, invulnerability, and the Brotherhood team ability. Taking a look at the back of his dial. This is a legacy card, so you're going to see some pretty old school stats and dial designs on here. You can see no movement powers, telekinesis only on the top dial, attack quickly drops. Impervious and super senses. How many points? Personally, for 50 points, I feel like you could do a lot better than Unis the Untouchable. For instance, the Jean Grey in this set, I really like her. I feel like she does some really good support stuff for X-Men teams, so 1 star. Hopefully that's not indicative of the rest of our brick, but other than that, let's just dive into it. Starting on the front left side, using a X-Acto knife in a way that's eventually going to get me cut one of these days. Let's see who we got. We are looking at Lockheed. New character, I don't know who that is. Iceman, I see a tarot card, and there's our chase right off the bat. Okay, booster 1. So, wow, that's quite a booster pack. Okay. So, if you haven't seen the first brick unboxing, we saw all of the commons and uncommons, so these 3 shouldn't be new to you, so we're not going to look at them. Instead, we're going to jump straight into looking at our rare, and then we're going to take a look at our chase, who is on the back of the box. There he is. So as you can see here, our rare is actually Kate Pride. I didn't recognize her in this very pirate getup. Wonderful sculpt with this like flowing cape, or not? It's not a cape. It's a what is the bottom of a jacket called? Does that have a name? Flowing jacket at the very least, in like wonderful little X on her belt. This is a beautiful sculpt. Let's take a look at what she does. So we have Kate Pride. She's part of Excalibur, Hellfire Club, Marauders, Quiet Council, X-Men, and Pirate. There it is. So she was doing some pirate stuff. The Marauders will get you home. Friendly characters with the Marauders keyword have free. If this effect has not been used this turn and this character occupies opposing player's starting area, generate a stranded mutant bystander. Okay, did we... I feel like some of the other characters we saw maybe were Marauders that could generate stranded mutants. Don't quote me on that. She has intangibility, giving her phasing teleport and flight. That's... Oh, okay, the reason they put flight on her dial is because she's actually a swimmer. Okay, makes sense with the pirate theming, so she has flight and swimming. Unlike damage abilities, you can only ever have 1 damage... Oh, my camera's a little off right now. You can only ever have 1 damage type. For instance, you can't be tiny and giant at the same time. But with other, but with all the other symbols, you can actually have multiples of them. So, Taking a look at what her special power is, I really like that sword. Blades Claw's Fangs, when she uses it and hits an equipped opposing character after resolutions, that character unequips their equipment. Okay, that's pretty fun, so you can like steal items for characters. I wonder if there's a good way to run her with Nebula from the Disney Plus set, and you can just go on some pirating adventures stealing opponents' equipment. We can see here the Stranded Mutants. Oh, she's a mission point character as well. Another reason to run her with Nebula. So we have a Stranded Mutant. They have a trait, get to safety. If I can get it to focus so I can see it. Stranded Mutant generators can only be generated by Kate Prides. The Marauders will get home trait. Free if a standard mutant if a stranded mutant occupies your starting area. Remove it from the game and gain 4 mission points. Mastermind, but may only choose friendly characters with the Marauders keyword, regardless of point value. They also have shape change, so they're not going to be doing a lot. They're just going to be trying to get to your starting area. How does she spawn them again? Friendly characters with the Marauders keyword. Okay, so you have to... Very interesting. So you spawn them in your opponent's starting area, and you have to escort them all the way back to your starting area for 4 points. That's kind of expensive. I don't know how I feel about that. That seems hard to pull off, is what I would say. Other than that, she has 50 points, starting with 19 defense super senses. Love to see that. Leadership, charge, that special unequipped power. Overall, I love this sculpt, first of all. This is a wonderful sculpt. If it ever focuses. Well, I love the dial and the sculpt. I don't think she's going to be used as a mission point character. I don't know. Maybe there's a niche for her, but I can't see it. Next up, our Chase, the guy on the box, wielding what, as far as I know, is Cloud's Buster sword, is the white sword. Really gorgeous sculpt again on these pieces. Let's take a look at what he does. There we go. He has the Sword Bearer trait, that's not a surprise. He also has a Rocco, Warrior, and Past keyword. No X-Men. Some of the Rocco characters do have the X-Men keyword. Resurrect my thralls each dawn, twice per game. When a bystander is KO'd, after resolutions, you may generate a copy of that bystander. Wow, he's a bystander character. There's a lot of bystander characters on this game. Yeah, we pulled a few last time. I would love to run a bystander team. I love that they're getting some love here. Charge of 100 champions. Charge and Flurry. When the White Sword uses charge and hits, this turn friendly bystanders can use charge. Again, more love for bystanders. His next power, Sanctuary of the Ivory Spire. Quake. When the White Sword hits more than one opposing character with a close attack, after resolutions, heal 2 clicks on each adjacent friendly character. Okay. Are you adjacent to yourself? I don't know the answer to that. And we're back. Sorry, I had some camera problems. Are you adjacent to yourself is the question I was having. And the answer is I don't think so. So he won't be able to heal himself as far as I can tell. Looking at the back of the dial, it looks like he is only 75 points, with Charge Flurry on the top dial, Precision Strike, leadership, only invulnerability. Before I can judge him fully, I think we're going to have to take a look at his sword. Because yes, he did come with one. Let's get it out of the Heroclix happy bag. Here it is. Cloud's Buster sword. It is Purity. The Chase sword, I think, in this set. There might be multiple Chase swords. Don't quote me on that. Purity. Effect Blades Claw's Fangs. When this character uses it after resolutions, you may generate an Okara Warrior bystander. So it is a sword that lets you generate bystanders. Let's take a look at what they are. Not much, just Precision Strike. Would have liked if they were autonomous, but instead they will cost you action points to use. So, no, I don't think I love this sword. Going back to now, we can make our final call for 80 points. I do like the 19 defend, so he can defend some of your bystanders. I like that he can give bystanders charge. Am I really going to give a chase 1 star? Nah, I think he has some utility on a swarm team, so I'm going to give him 5 stars. Especially because I really want to run like Summoner and Pyro. There's a few other characters that could generate bystanders, and I think they could all be a lot of fun. Okay, moving on to the next booster. We already got our chase in the first one. Maybe could have saved that to the end, but I don't play that way. Instead, I would rather just take a look at it right away. Okay, in this pack, we have... Oh, a new super rare. That is WizKid. And Magic, and I believe we should have seen everything there before. Yep, no tarot card. Oh, we didn't look at the tarot card. So, before we take a look at these, I forgot the tarot card. Boop. From what I can tell, tarot cards are going to be standard legal on every team. So, here's our tarot card. It is Wheel of Fortune, one of the major arcana. When this character attacks, that character's controller gains mission point for each time an attack roll is re-rolled by an opposing effect. Interesting. So you get 1 mission point if your opponent probs dice. Gotta say, out of all the tarot cards that I've seen, that one seems like one of the weaker ones. Even on mission point teams, I don't know if you really want to be spending your tarot card slot on one of them. Happy to have it, though. Still trying to collect all of them. As absolutely insane as that is. Anyway, going on to the super rare. And again, if you're interested in seeing any of the commons or uncommons, we took a look at all of them in my first episode. I did that live on stream. It was a lot of fun. So here we have WizKid. I don't know a lot about this character, but this is like, you can't tell, this is a heavy sculpt. This is solid plastic. In a very, very Professor X-ish car. He has the shield team ability, okay. We'll take a look at what he does. That's a beautiful sculpt. Whoa-pow. WizKid. He is Sword, X-Factor, X-Men, Armor, Robot, Scientist, no shield. Built for only 1, he has no passengers, he can't carry. At the beginning of your turn, you may place WizKid in an adjacent square, so like a worse sidestep. Big text there, let's see what that says. Free, choose an adjacent friendly character that has the armor or robot keyword and hasn't attacked this turn. This turn, WizKid replaces his attack and damage values with the printed attack and damage values of the chosen character, and the chosen character can't attack or be chosen for this effect by other characters. Interesting. Why would I want to use that? I don't know. We'll take a look. He also has need time to run the variables, enhancement, outwit, and perplex. A wonderful set of powers there. Taking a look at the back of the dial. Energy shield throughout, only 45 points. 6 range, phasing teleport, flight. Ah, that's why you would want to use that effect. Okay, so you can use this effect if your character has 2 action tokens and they couldn't attack anyway. Okay. So he is very ranged support, but if you have a big ranged attacker, if that guy ever gets like full up on action tokens, you can actually use this guy to get a free attack off. So for instance, if you were pairing him with, say, Nimrod Prime, if Nimrod ever manages to somehow get 2 action tokens, you can choose him, and then he gets basically a lesser Nimrod attack. Okay, that's pretty cool. This figure is unique and really cool, and I give him 5 stars. He is more fodder for my sword team featuring Prime Vision. Been lucky so far. I haven't seen any duplicate rares, but also we've only opened 2 packs. so I shouldn't get too excited. Moving on to pack number 3. Just hope we don't get a duplicate super rare. I think that would be the biggest bummer. Also still looking for the other horsemen. I don't know if all 4 horsemen are in this set or just one of them. Because if we take a look at the box, I managed to get all of them, I believe, in our last video. Managed to get all of them. Managed to get 2 of them. We don't have that Juggernaut construct yet. And we see War up here, so I'd like to see War pop up. He's actually the last one on the box art that I haven't gotten, so... Well, I guess there's also, is that Genesis up there? But she's probably a chase, if I had to guess. Taking a look at our next pack, we have... Oh my god! Rare Prime Nimrod. And probably not a whole lot else. Okay. So, it's 2 super rare primes in a row. Jeez. Okay. So, there are upsides and there are downsides to open up 2 separate bricks, like I told you. Sometimes the downside is that you get nothing but duplicate pieces. Sometimes the upside is you get one of the rarest pieces duplicate. So... Okay, no complaints there. We're not going to look at this pack. We did already look at Nimrod Prime in my last video. So we're just going to jump straight into the next booster. We're only 3 boosters in, and we've gotten 2 super rares and a chase. One of those super rares being a super rare Prime. So these bricks are kind of back-loaded. Taking a look at this pack, we have Bishop, who was just eager to get out of his booster. We also have Colossus, another Absalon Mercantor, Mystique, and a Sevolith Vampire. So we did already look at this rare last time. Fair trade. Funnily enough, this is actually the 3rd Absalon that I have. So we're not gonna spend too much time on this booster, and we're just gonna rip open the next one. Booster number 4, 5. This is booster number 5. We have Fury, one of the Tarot or Charlotte, I can't tell which is which, a Tarot card that is blocking everything else. I see a sword. This isn't a sword, this is actually the Apocalypse Danger Room construct. So we won't be looking at him either. Again, starting to see the downsides of... Oops. Buying 2 different bricks. We've had 3 brick boosters in a row that have had identical pieces. We will take a look at this tarot card, though, unless it is one we already have seen. Nope. There we go. Oh, it is one we've already seen. Strength. So that is a copy. So maybe I can trade that for a different one in the future. Going straight into booster 6. Let's start seeing some new stuff, hopefully. We have something huge. Could it be? I don't know. Oh, hey, we do have actually an uncommon that we didn't see before, and I think that's War. Yep, we did get War, awesome. And we did get a uncommon that we didn't look at last time. Were there cards in that pack? I swear to God. Yeah, it's right here, okay. And we got a tarot card. So actually, this booster had a lot of really good stuff. So we'll start by taking a look at Sebastian Shaw's construct. A little bit tilted, but that's okay. I love these constructs. I have to get the other ones from House of X, I believe. Here is the card. Sebastian Shaw. He is the Danger Room construct. Basically, in summary, he only takes 1 damage and can deal 1 damage until he accumulates 3 error tokens from rolling 1s in his attack. He has Lessons from the Danger Room. This is when, if an opposing character KOs this character, they get a benefit for the rest of the game. It looks like this one is the attacker can't positively modify their combat values when attacking a friendly character. Nothing else going on. Looking at the back of the dial. In traditional, he also has the Underworld team ability, actually. Passenger 1, but only to carry a character that shares a keyword. Passenger 2, but only to carry a character that shares a keyword with this character and a lower point value. Okay. He is 30 points, so I don't know how often you're going to be carrying other characters. In traditional Sebastian Shaw fashion, we can see he gets more powerful the further down his dial he gets, as he kind of absorbs that kinetic energy. Willpower throughout, I love to see. These, you'll notice he has no defense powers, but these characters don't need them, because for most of the game, they're only going to be taking 1 damage at a time. Other than that, we see Super Strength, Leap, Climb, Enhancement's a little strange. Goes into Close Combat Expert. If you get him on that last dial, he's hitting for 12 and 5. If he's out of error tokens, that is. Otherwise, he's hitting for 12 and 1. Overall, these Danger Room constructs are such a pain to deal with, but they're so fun because, like, it's just interesting knowing that, like, you can't deal damage to them, but they're also not really dealing damage to you. Oh, sorry, forgot he gets 5-star. Going through from there, we have our rare, who is War here. Absolute wonderful sculpt. I love the fire effects going on here. Super awesome. Let's see what he does. War, he has Araco. Focus, please. Araco Warrior Horseman keywords with the Swordbearer trait. The first children, I'm assuming this is going to be roughly the same as Death's. At the beginning of the game, if your starting force has 2 or more characters with a Horseman keyword, this game War has Steel Energy, but with closer ranged attacks. If a friendly character named Apocalypse or Annihilation or Genesis is on the force, modify War's attack defense by +1. He has Harness Psionic Burst with Quake and Giant Reach 3, so he's going to be able to Quake 3 squares away. I wonder if he has Exploit Weakness on that. Taking a look at the back of the card. He is 70 points or 45. For 70, he does have Exploit Weakness on that, so he could be quaking 3 spaces away for 2 penetrating damage, or if you target a single character, up to 4 penetrating damage. Plus, he's going to have a blade on top of that. And then he's going to heal, because the odds are you're running more Horsemen, and he's going to have Steel Energy. Absolutely interesting character. I love to see it. Back half of the dial, you get some light attack powers with Precision Strike and Willpower. Overall, I mean, I love him already, but he comes with a sword. So let's go ahead and take a look to see what it does. We have his sword, Vermilion. It's just a little, like, pillar of fire. That is a really cool sword design. Let's see what it does. Here we have Vermilion. Focus. Blades, Claws, Fangs for 10 points. When this character uses it, after resolutions, deal 1 damage to each opposing character adjacent to the hit target. Okay, so it's like some light energy explosion. Makes sense, you're like burning them. How do I feel about this sword? Yes, I like this sword. It allows you to turn a, basically a big close range AoE, but how do I feel about it? Do you have to use Blades, Claws, Fangs? Yes, you have to use Blades, Claws, Fangs. Okay, so I don't love this sword for War, because War has his massive penetrating Quake that he can use, and you can't use Blades, Claws, Fangs with Quake. I think. I hope. But I think on other characters, that could be a very dangerous sword. Characters who don't have AoE options, but I think since War already has AoE options, he doesn't really need more AoE options. Really awesome booster. Finally, we did get a tarot card. This one is, whoops, on the floor now. It is 10 of Pentacles, and we see, is that Gladiator, possibly? Don't quote me on that, I didn't read X of Swords. 10 of Pentacles, when a character uses hypersonic speed and hits during the action after resolutions, remove an action token from them. See, that is much more aligned to what I would expect from these tarot cards. So basically everything in that pack, just 5-star, just a wonderful. Glad to see new tarot cards that I don't have already. Really happy that we're finally getting some new stuff. I was a little worried that the rest of our brick would just be stuff that we already saw in the first episode. So we have 2 swords. We're looking to get 1 to 2 more. We are also looking for at least 1 more super rare. Probably just 1 more super rare. The last piece I really want is Juggernaut, so if we can get him, that would be cool. We have Cypher, Peeper, Tarot card blocking the rest of the booster pack. Whoop-pow. So we have Solemn, Green Priestess, and Normal Rogue. We've taken a look at all of them already, and actually I can already see this is the dupe tarot card. So we've seen everything in this pack, we'll just move on. Down to the last 3. Still looking for a super rare. Still looking for a few different swords. I believe there's one more super rare sword that I would like to see. We have Iska the Unbeaten, not the Prime version. Probably nothing else going on there. We do have Iska's sword, no tarot card. So we've taken a look at all that. I do think Iska is one of the best swords. Mercy, I think, where you can re-roll dice when she's under attack. It's that and, Summoner's Sword? The one that gives you Flurry or Exploit weakness? Yeah, it's Exploit, I think. Last 2, one super rare, and I would love to see a Juggernaut. Well, speak of the devil, we got a Summoner again. So that is a duplicate super rare, bit of a bummer. There is a tarot card. Is it one we've seen? I think so. I think, yeah. It's the, we'll take a look real quick, just in case. 5 of Swords. When a character uses super strength is given an action after resolutions, they may generate a standard object for them to hold. It can be light or heavy, so that's a good card. But we have seen everything in there. Does mean that our last super rare is something we already had, which is a bit of a bummer. Actually, 2 of our, 2 super rares out of 3 are stuff we've already had. I can't complain too much because one of those was a super rare Prime. But not too late for Juggernaut. We have Cypher, Cable, Gorgon, Omega Sentry, and that's it, because Cypher is actually... Or no, that's not Cypher, that's actually Darwin. Yo, I talked about him a whole bunch last episode, thinking that he was Cypher, and now we actually get proper Darwin. Taking a look at his sculpt. Kind of classic Darwin-y. I feel like that looks a lot like what Cypher's sculpt looked like. Or not Cypher, Sync's. But I don't have Sync next to me, so let's see what he does. I love Darwin's powers in the comics, so let's see if this can replicate that at all. Hypersonic, or Hyper Evolution. Darwin has Safeguard Outwit. Once per turn, when Darwin is targeted by an attack, you may choose a color of standard power displayed on the attacker's dial. If you do, Darwin can use all standard powers of the chosen color until the end of your next turn. Protected Pulse Wave. Okay, that's interesting. Not a lot other than that. I'm assuming X Factor and X-Men, yep. Taking a look at his dial. 40 points, not a lot of powers, not a lot of defense powers, but basically, if somebody attacks you, you can decide to steal a color off of them. Some big ones would obviously be Bronze. He gets you a lot of defense powers and hypersonic speed and perplex, because that lasts until next turn, right? Standard powers until the end of your next turn, yeah. So you could choose Bronze, get hypersonic speed, impervious. You could choose Red would be a good one, Flurry, Blades, Claws, Fangs, with super senses. You could also choose Silver, isn't a bad one, I suppose, gives you invulnerable at the least. Pink would be a really good one, Sidestep, Precision Strike, Invincible, and Empower wouldn't be great. I don't know, that's an interesting character. There's a lot of like decisions to be made there. That's really fun. I like Darwin, I like this piece. Seems like it would be a fun kind of support character in X-Men teams. 5 stars. Okay, and this is pretty much what our haul is. You can see that there are definitely pros and cons when you decide to buy a second brick. I'm super happy to see a lot of these pieces. A lot of them seem like they'd be super fun. But I was kind of hoping that some more super rares would kind of make their way into my lap, but we'll see. Just a wonderful sculpt. Again, it was fun nonetheless. It's pretty exciting to see another Nimrod Prime, I guess, but yeah. So I hope you guys can see, if you're planning on buying multiple bricks, I would definitely recommend buying them at the same time from the same place, preferably in a case, a sealed case if you can. That would minimize the likelihood that you're getting duplicates. So yeah, there we go. The last thing you can do is hit the like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. We're kind of going into fall, which means my university is going to be starting up soon. I'm going to try to keep posting videos at least once a month, but I can't guarantee it. But frankly, the more support I get, the more eager I am to produce these videos, so it would mean a lot. Either way, I'll see you guys next time.